so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see the Barons leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Barons and the Lions, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
First open. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on third.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He finds his man. Stevenson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard.
And now before the ball changes hands, he can take a look at this just to make sure. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, Randolph. For Kidder here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Finding Green complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And now to the air, Dalton. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Randolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Barons have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on.
can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Play action here with Dalton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the back. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Dalton. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Randolph. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Randolph throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's a scoop.
often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
At the 9-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dalton, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, what we got? That's what it is.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. His throw caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Off the play fake. Randolph. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Randolph to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Randolph. He finds his man. Complete. That's Russell. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of...
Well, into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw on 2nd down. Randolph. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Randolph. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. So Dalton now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that is... incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Andy Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. Stevenson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevenson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw again. Randolph. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now Dalton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Lions get a... touchdown to add on to that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Randolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Randolph. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Stevenson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Randolph. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Dalton up, play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Lions had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Blake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking. Being calm and this team had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the gun on 3rd down. Randolph. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter, with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Randolph. And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal of the game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film.